Let's be real, foldables have always looked cool, but using them, that's another story. Bulky, awkward, expensive, but this one might finally flip the narrative. This is the OPPO Find N5, a foldable that doesn't just look futuristic, it feels like the future, slim, powerful, and genuinely usable. Let me show you what makes this one different. So first thing that I noticed was just how ridiculously thin and solid it feels. Like it's folded currently at the moment. And this is 8.93 millimeters in terms of thickness. Now that's slimmer than most regular phones. In fact, if I was to compare it with my iPhone or my iPhone 16 Pro Max, you can see side by side here, it's ridiculous how a folding phone is on par with a non-folding smartphone, right? But here's the weird thing, or the crazy thing, open it up and you're holding something that's just 4.21 millimeters thin, and that for me is wild. So wild that OPPO had to do some clever engineering just to fit this USB-C port into the side over here. Now, it's got a thin profile throughout. I like the fact that, you do have this titanium feel to it. It's light too, 229 grams, but it doesn't feel cheap. And that hinge, honestly, the hinge system on this feels incredibly, incredibly premium. There's no creaks, and the fold is smooth as well and satisfying. And you'll notice here that there is a fold line visible, but as I move it around in the light, it's very, very thin. In fact, it's narrow and slightly shallower as well. And this is noticeable when you compare it with, now to be fair, this is an older Galaxy Fold, but just look at the difference. You can tell the difference with the Fold here when you compare it with this. Really satisfying. Now, one of the things I really like about this hinge system that OPPO are using is the amount of control and specific, like look how far folded that is. A lot of other folding smartphones were just closed at this point, but the hinge system on this gives me much, much more room for maneuverability, and I really, really like that. The hardware on this is solid, but my only issue is what was OPPO thinking about these buttons? Like the way that I hold it over here, like I feel like naturally I would want to click this side. So it would help if the power button was lower, and also the volume rocker. I mean, just look how high up that volume rocker is, especially when I'm trying to activate the camera. Yeah, that's the only thing that I would change about the buttons. Now the displays, honestly, this is where the Find N5 really flexes. So on the outside here, you've got this 6.6-inch AMOLED with barely there bezels, super sharp, 120 Hertz refresh, and it gets bright up to 2,450 nits. And open it up, boom, it's an 8.1-inch AMOLED in a display, also 120 Hertz, also super vibrant. And look, as I mentioned earlier, the crease, it's barely noticeable. Scrolling feels smooth, videos look rich, and multitasking is an absolute dream with this much screen real estate. One of the things that I really like about this is ColorOS 15, because now it feels maturer. And the best part is that a lot of those features make sense on a folding smartphone. Like I feel like the software element of this has been thought through and it actually works. It's intuitive. You don't have to second guess or how do I actually do this? Things like split screen, things like floating windows, things like app continuity that actually do work really well on this form factor. And another thing which I really like is you can swipe up from the taskbar, select the appropriate app that you want and turn it into split screen. Like it just works, especially for those people that are looking for multitasking, but they don't want to second guess like how they do that. I think OPPO have done a really, really good job here with the software element. Right, when it comes to performance, Snapdragon 8 Elite is running this with 16 GB of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage. This is more than enough for most people that are planning on using this for day-to-day multitasking and also for gameplay. Talking of gameplay, I was actually surprised. I ran, I think, Genshin Impact, PUBG, a lot of the graphic intensive games, and this held up surprisingly well. 20-30 minutes of use. In this thin form factor, even when it's opened out, I just expected it to get a little more warmer, a little more hotter with extended gameplay, but it did really well. It does get a little warm, but nowhere near as warm as some of the other devices, and nowhere near as warm as what I was expecting with this. So you might be pleasantly surprised. Whatever OPPO have done here in terms of this titanium alloy frame, whatever's going inside with the dealing of heat, seems to be working on this. Now, usually foldables compromise somewhere, and it's often the camera, but surprisingly with the N5, it actually delivers. You've got a triple camera setup, 50 megapixel main sensor, 50 megapixel telephoto with 3 times optical zoom, and an 8 megapixel ultra wide. Now, the ultra wide lacked a little bit of luster, but for the most part, the main and the telephoto was actually really impressive. You've got nice natural colors, the sharpness is solid, you've got reasonable dynamic range, and especially for a foldable, I was actually most impressed with the end results. The fact that there's a telephoto in this slim form factor, bear in mind that the camera bulge does bulge out, but still, the fact that you've got this kind of camera setup on a device like this is actually really impressive. Now, as far as night shots, they're not flagship tier, but they're still usable. And for video, you get 4K at 60 frames, which is smooth, stable, and clean, as you can see from some of these examples. And this is 4K with the front selfie camera, 4K 30 frames per second. Again, there'll be a lot of wind noise in the background, but as I move around, let me know what you think of the quality here. So here's an example of video filmed with the OPPO Find N5. Currently filming this in ultra wide, so it'll give you an idea of how it performs in terms of stabilization. I haven't changed any settings, so this is what you could expect automatically. And one of the good things here is that you are able to zoom in. So this is at 1x, 2x, 3x, 6x. And then you can go all the way into 18x. The telephoto capability on this is really impressive, especially for a folding smartphone. But leave your comments down below. What do you think about the overall quality, stabilization, the color, and also the audio? There is some background wind noise, so let me know what you think of all that. Now here's something rare for a folding smartphone, battery life that doesn't suck, because in here you've got a whopping 5,600 milliamp hour battery, and OPPO managed to put a large battery in this small footprint thanks to something called silicon carbon. Benefits of that over lithium ion is that you can get more energy basically in a smaller footprint. And the benefits means that you're gonna have all day charge with this really easily. I've been testing this out, trying to drain it. All day battery life isn't an impossibility in a folding smartphone with this, which is really good. Now, one other thing is in the box, they include this 80-watt super VOC charge, and that means alongside the wireless charging, you should get from 0 to 100 in about an hour. It took me just about an hour and 10 minutes to do that. So here's the thing, the OPPO Find N5 doesn't just look good, it actually feels good. It feels like this is a folding smartphone that you don't have to compromise with. It's probably the first folding smartphone that I feel is genuinely ready for mainstream. There are some issues. One of the biggest issues is the fact that I wish it was available in more markets, and there has been some confusion about some markets that it was originally available for, and then it turned out not to be the case. But thankfully here in the Middle East and here in the UAE at least, we should be expecting this, and I'll post all the information about the pricing and links in the description down below. But like, you know, as a smartphone, as a folding smartphone, it offers a lot. It's really impressive. But let me know what you think. Would you switch to a foldable like this, or are you still waiting for something else? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button if this helped. And if you're into tech that actually makes sense, subscribe. I've got much more coming.